Jeremy Corbyn comes into bowl from the Westminster end.
We're not being political.
No, we're not.
Okay.
Jeremy
Well, we
Corbyn
definitely
comes
are.
into bowl from the Westminster end. He's come back for his final spell late in the day. Theresa May there looking to see out the day. Conservatives lost early wickets. But now, batting on. Jeremy Corbyn comes in. Oh, he's there!
That's too loud.
Hits us straight on the pad. They've gone up. They've gone up.
Yeah, we heard the appeal.
The umpire said no. Jeremy Corbyn's gone straight for the review. We'll have to just find out who the television umpire is. Oh, it's the DUP. So I have to see how this one goes. Only 40% hitting the stumps. It looked bang on from where we were saying. Looked like the end of the game. A new champion. One for the people.
A new champion.
No affiliations. Looks like Theresa May will be continuing her spot. We'll have to come back tomorrow. Or when they have a new election, in probably about 3 weeks' time. This is the Long Hop Cricket Podcast. I'm Dave. Owen beside me. And a quick message to all the Australians out there. Cheerio, cheerio, cheerio. Cheerio, cheerio, cheerio.
Why are you being so weird at the start?
Cheerio, cheerio, cheerio.
What was that intro?
Cheerio.
What was that meant to
Cheerio.
be? You were trying desperately to It didn't work.
Why not?
I'm not sure it really made sense.
Why?
I'm sure someone can break it down for us. But
Well, shall I?
Go on, walk me through it.
Conservatives had lost early wickets.
We're being
Sorry?
the exit polls. What were the early wickets?
The exit polls. And also, if anybody ever watches the general election on television, they always go up north first, and it's always generally anti-conservative, right? So those are the early wickets.
Right.
But then...
So they always lose early wickets.
Yeah.
Right, okay. But yeah, I see what you said. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Why are they batting?
Because that's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it?
Okay, all right.
And also, it's getting them out, isn't it?
And they won the toss.
Whoever's in Parliament, you've got to get them out. Quite literally.
True. All right, okay.
Jeremy Corbyn, he'd already taken 4 wickets.
So where's Theresa May batting?
She bats number 3, but she's been in there all day.
Oh, fair enough.
She's seen people crumble around.
Well, she's been in there from the start.
Yeah. Oh,
Really?
yeah. Oh, yeah. So she's in there. Corbyn, right?
What's he bowl?
Fast.
Really?
Yeah. But he also knows how to be
Lose a little bit.
He's like a bit of a wizard, so he knows how to use off-cutters and things like that.
Right.
He's basically Stuart Broad, but better.
Go on. I more want to know about the analogies, really.
Well, so he's on a 4-foot, and this was the ball to get the 5-foot, and this was to get Theresa May out.
So they're 9 down.
Well,
so they've not just lost early wickets; they've nearly lost all of them, and they're nearly all out.
Well, Theresa May, she was like the last recognised batsman, if you like.
What's she on?
Or batswoman. Oh, she's on about. She had to stay there for a long time. She's probably on about. She's on 89.
Right. Okay. Oh,
Corbyn's on 4-foot 17.
17. That changed slightly.
So he's come in and he's wrapped right in front, and everyone's gone up. Everyone thinks, oh yeah, this is going to happen. Yeah, everybody. The umpire said not out. She stays.
Why? What's the reason for it not being out?
Well, when we look at the television umpire, which Corbyn asks for the television review, it says only 40%, aka that's how many votes Labour got, were hitting the stumps. But the DUP, being that party that's will go into coalition with the television umpires, there to save the day.
Well, yeah, I mean, depending which side.
Well, Anyway, 4 minutes of cricket podcast, and we haven't mentioned anything cricket. How are you? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. I'm in a good mood today.
Yeah?
Yeah. Australia haven't finished a game or won one. Well, obviously.
They haven't lost one either, though. Shame, really. Shouldn't get knocked out without losing one.
They just lost that game. We're going to cover.
Yeah, well, you can't lose one if it's not finished.
Duckworth Lewis.
No, sorry.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Shouldn't get knocked out of a tournament without losing a game, if you ask me. But not my decision.
Let's clear this up then.
I don't think we can, but go on.
Australia were playing New Zealand in the first game. And I'm going to put it out there. I think they were going to lose. I think Australia had got themselves down for 60 for 3, and they looked a bit shaky. And New Zealand.
Is that because you
put
wanted
300 on.
you like New Zealand more than Australia?
Well, I said Australia were going to win it, and New Zealand were the dark horses.
Right.
Both of them,
Okay.
right.
So
And then Australia. So Australia might have lost that first game. I'd have put money on them losing it. And the second game, playing Bangladesh, right? They should have won that. Weather stopped them from winning. So they'd only be on 2 points, which is exactly how many points they were coming into this game. England smash them.
you don't know that.
Absolutely take them.
You don't know that with either game. You don't know. So
England dominate.
you'd be
From
annoyed
start
if
to
England got
finish.
knocked out
Sorry?
in their position.
Sorry?
You'd be annoyed if England got knocked out in their position.
Yeah, but this game was pretty much dead cert for England to win. Especially when they were 240. They ended up with 244. England win by 40 runs with the Duckworth-Lewis method.
Which people know is just rubbish.
Is it though?
Yes, you've said it is before.
Right, England choose to field first. No surprises there.
Yeah, standard.
And Warner and Finch get England off to a get Australia off to a decent enough start in the
It
end.
was all right, wasn't it?
David Warner hasn't fired at all this tournament. Is he any good? Well, is he any good? If it's not bouncing around and it looks like a good batting pitch, is he any good?
Yes.
Joe Root will think something different.
Why'd you say that?
Fisticuffs.
They took a picture together. Why are you bringing up old stuff? You instigate fights.
Are you a Warner fan?
You instigate.
Are you a Warner fan?
People like you. Sorry?
Are you a Warner fan?
Not really.
No.
No, but he's a good player.
Be off
I
his
don't
cock
like
then.
Steve Smith either, but... What did you say then? I didn't speak like that. No, but I don't really like Steve Smith either, but he can obviously play.
Well, picks up 56 today. Thing is, though, looking at that Australian batting lineup, they've only got 2 players, haven't they? Warner and Smith. They haven't got a...
Finch.
Yeah, but I'm not absolutely thrilled with the idea of Finch. If I was an Australian fan, Finch is...
You'd have no idea who to have of there instead.
Well, there's no...
Finch is a great player. I like Finch.
But he's
I'm going to put him in my team.
He's not on the...
Just after they got knocked out.
He's not on the same level as Warner or Smith, is he?
He's quite similar to Warner.
Maxwell, average.
Yeah, he hasn't really done it for a while. Well, that's probably a lie. Someone will probably bring up some stato here. You say this stuff because as soon as I say something, someone brings it up in the comments, and I'm just totally wrong. So I'm not going to comment on it.
No, that's
because I know a lot more about cricket than you.
I'm normally pretty correct with everything.
Oh, pretty correct.
Yeah.
Go on.
Anyway, I think Travis Head looks a good player. 71 off 64 today. He needs to probably be batting higher up. Maybe stick him in front of... Is it Enriquez?
I don't know.
No, it's not. When on the commentary today, it kept saying like they're saying antiques. It's Enriques, but it sounds like antiques.
Right. Okay, good.
So that was an eye opener. Anyway, England, but take them down to 9 wickets, 277 for 9. That's way below par, isn't it?
That is.
I was thinking when I was watching it. Do you remember when 277 for 9 would be a very good score?
Yeah.
And
one of the boundaries was really short.
I think it was like yeah.
Because Morgan hit a 6 that was 65 metres that cleared it quite comfortably.
Yeah.
That's
So a 60 a 60 metre
That's short.
boundary is tiny. England choose the same bowling lineup. Well,
which you would.
the
I don't know
team,
why.
Yeah. I think it's a toss up between. I think Wood's probably your best bowler there. 4 for 33 off 10. He's looked really good this tournament, hasn't he?
The ball that he got Warner out with was an absolute peach. Really well bowled. I think, even though people know he's quick, he's deceivingly fast from his run up and his action. He's really skiddy. Bowls way quicker than he should.
What I was going to ask, with the wickets we've seen in this tournament,
yeah,
I think they've just slightly stuck in the pitch. They kind of haven't ran through, which we're probably more used to seeing in South Africa or Australia. They've kind of slightly gripped.
Possibly with some of them. I think Steve Smith.
Yeah, well, if you look at Steve Smith's wicket,
but I don't know if that's just bad timing.
Somebody who doesn't need to obviously get it to grip is Adil Rashid, who's picking up wickets off full tosses.
Yeah. But
it's the wrong one though. At the end of the day,
right?
that'll do you, and that'll do you without pitching.
Just to bring up a point.
Yeah.
This is the second time, maybe more, but to my knowledge, the second time he has been put as our main spin bowler.
Yeah.
In front of Moeen Ali, so he's bowled more overs than Moeen.
Yeah.
Second time he's done really well.
Yeah.
Definitely makes a difference. If he gets picked, he has to be our frontline spinner.
Well, yeah,
and
definitely.
Twice they've done it. It's now worked twice.
Although we have seen a lot of him bowl a lot of shit, haven't we? We have seen in the last.
Not when he's been England's first pick spin
but
bowler.
when we saw him in India, he couldn't pitch the ball.
Yeah, but Moeen probably bowled more than him. You don't know, do you?
I don't. I'm glad that Rashid's bowling really well. I think wickets like this helps him more than the pressure of having a turning wicket. A few of them turned today. You know, a few of his leggies definitely turned, and his variation will keep him in the game, especially against what was it, 2 wickets and 2 balls or whatever it was. No, 2 wickets in an over, or when he picked up Stark and Wade. He's going to be able to pick up lower.
I think
very quickly
that a spin bowler, especially leg spin, is bowling well, or is in a good stint of bowling when their bad ball is a full toss
rather than a
long hop,
hard tracker.
Yeah, because the Australian leg spinner was bowling short half trackers, and you can't do that at any standard of cricket. Bowling leg spin, you can't bowl it halfway down the pitch.
Do you is there any science behind that or not?
What do you mean?
Well,
science behind me saying bowling. Yeah. It's coming out your hand better. You're getting more flight, and you're trying to pitch it up. I think they drag it down when he's trying to bowl too flat, and they end up dragging it, and it goes halfway down the pitch, and then it's just like a tennis ball bounce, and you can put it wherever you like.
Well,
that's just my opinion.
They didn't put him. They got 4 for 41 off his 10 today.
Yeah, it's really good.
Good to see him come back into form, just in the right time. I think it's a shame. I just imagine Wokes in this team instead of Ball, and that's a really, really strong batting and bowling lineup. I think if you had Wokes, Wood, Plunkett, Stokes, Rashid, Moeen,
Bairstow, be great.
I don't think that's probably the best lineup in one international ball cricket. I think I like the Australian ones, but we saw today that they were good early on, and then the rain break came in, and then
it was interesting, wasn't it? Changed the momentum.
It just to have them 15. So what was it? 35 for 3, and then after 6-7 overs to then have the rain, and then Root and Morgan and Stokes just come out, and it wasn't an innings like we saw the Bangladeshis play, where they put a big partnership together by just hanging on in there. Morgan and Stokes were going out to run a ball. They were smashing it to the boundary.
Yeah, they just demoralised them completely.
It looked Hazelwood especially and Stark were looking like they could put the ball around corners.
I'll tell you why.
After the rain,
it was more demoralising than usual.
Why?
Because they were playing proper cricket shots.
And
it didn't look like they could get out because they were playing technically correct and hitting boundaries.
Although when we saw Roy, Hales and Roots, they were all playing proper cricket shots and got out, didn't they, really? So it wasn't like wickets were given away. Of course, Morgan's run out. Yeah.
Roy missed one.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing. We've seen him get out by running across his stumps.
All right, yeah.
Hales... It's a good ball.
Yeah, it's a good ball.
And Root didn't need to play at it, but it's one day cricket. He's going to play at it. Do you know what I mean? It's not an attacking shot, but
I mean, if someone's going at it, playing attacking, weird, unconventional shots, you're always going to feel like you've got a chance.
No, Morgan's game is it conventional? He plays
well, some of them aren't. Some of them are horrific. Like when he came down the pitch and played he stepped away from the ball and played some really wide, tennis forehand shot that he hit to the leg side.
When he plays these hoiks and these leg side over cow corners, big sixes, Is that because he's got very fast hands?
Well, he does.
Or is that because he's got strength with it?
He's very wristy, but yeah, I mean, I think timing comes into it. When someone hits the ball really well, you have to time it. Because whether that's from just like a pendulum motion or really quick wrists.
But you've
just got to time the ball.
He has no problem in whipping that ball.
I think he does muscle it quite a bit. Looks like it anyway.
He can whip that ball outside his. Is it his? Do the stumps change between left and right batsmen?
No.
So outside his leg stump, he can whip that
outside
back over.
His off stump.
Well, you just said the stumps don't change.
So what? As in an in-to-out shot?
So his shot, if he's batting like this, his shot nearest to his left-hand shoulder, that he can take that from leg side to offside with that hoik over.
If he's left-handed,
yeah,
where his arse is facing is the leg side.
Now, do the stumps do change? The stump names, the off.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought,
do they change?
Yeah, of course they do. Yes. Are you telling me you didn't know that?
I don't think they do.
Piss off. You're telling me if Owen Morgan nicks one in the corridor of uncertainty, or he's nicked it outside leg stump, you're having a laugh.
So how do I Google this then?
Are you being serious?
How do I Google it?
You've done a cricket podcast and you think that if they bowl outside a left-hander's off stump, you think it's outside their leg stump?
What do I put into Google to get this?
It's not even a question.
All right, then Owen
it's
is
so
a
stupid.
shithead.
You don't think that. I think you're trying to make a conversation.
Does the leg stump change for left-handers?
Okay. You don't think that.
Leg side. Yeah, okay. The ball goes down that side of it. Right, I'll do a bit of research into this.
There's no research.
I think... Right.
Sorry, so when a left-hander clips one off his legs and gets caught at mid-wicket, they don't say he gets caught at cover, do they?
No, you're right, but I was wondering if the stumps changed. With left-hand batsman, the one on the side is the batsman's right and the bowler's left. That's the leg side.
Yeah,
the batsman's right.
yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry for wasting everybody's time.
I don't...
Well, I'll see you later.
Jesus.
Continue.
I can't believe you thought that.
It's something just...
Did you think that? Or were you just like, did you not... You weren't really sure if you knew or not?
No, I thought that. A little bit.
No, I don't think you did.
It was one of those ones where I thought...
You doubted yourself, that's what it was.
No.
But you knew that's not true.
I didn't... I thought it was true, but I thought it was a silly rule. Because there is...
So you made up a rule and thought that's stupid.
Yeah. So I saw that and just thought, no, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, right. So let's move on because that.
So anyway, when he goes over the leg side,
yeah,
and he takes the ball outside off.
Right.
How hard is that? Because we watched when we went back over the game. We watched it together, and we saw the shots being played. And you said, and I would agree, that's disgusting. Right. It's gross. The shots he plays are just. But how hard are those shots to play? Are they hard to play?
It's not that hard to take a ball from. Well, I mean, are we talking just outside off stump, or talking way outside off stump?
Oh, I'm talking the shots we saw today from Owen Morgan, where they're either straight or he's taking them just outside his off stump, and he's just using his wrists and whipping them. But it doesn't look like he's a player with a big follow through. Do you know what I mean? He can just whip it off and go for six. He hit a 90-metre six today.
Right. Obviously, it's not that easy to hit a 90-metre
six,
but to hit the ball from straight or just outside off stump to like cow corner or over long on is not that hard. No. That's like your standard slog. Well, that's your area.
That's what they call it, cow corner.
Right. But anything past cow corner to sort of mid-wicket, if you're taking it from outside off stump and hitting it for six, that's like Kevin Peterson flamingo shit.
Because the only thing is, we see these agricultural shots, baseball-esque.
Which, it's a lot easier if it's short.
Yeah, of
definitely.
course.
If it's short, it's way easier to hit it.
But I was thinking, are these baseball shots difficult to play?
No.
They are. They should be.
They're easier.
Just brute force or timing.
Definitely to hit for six, definitely. Yeah, I don't know why they think it's...
So what was the deal with Owen Morgan's come down the pitch and then had to play like a
Well,
scoop,
it was like a
leg sides.
It was halfway between playing straight and playing flat batted. So
How does he? So when he's done that, how does he keep his head still so he's not falling over? Because he's gone. That's almost like he hasn't gone inside out, but it's like
inside out, he'd be hitting it over the offside.
He's had to change, if you like. I imagine his premeditated shot, which thinking it's going to be short, but it's almost turned into a half volley, hasn't it?
I don't think he thought it was going to be short.
You don't think it was going to be short?
You wouldn't come down the pitch if he thought it was going to be short.
But if he thought it was shorter than that, then it would sit up so he could play that off his legs, if you like, rather than playing it off like underneath his nose. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you thought it would be shorter than like a half volley. He was thinking.
I didn't. Yeah, because like let's say
if he thought it was going to be a bouncer, he's not going to come down the pitch.
I didn't think.
Right,
but I was saying
shorter.
He was going to make it into almost a shot he could just literally tuck off his legs, rather than the half volley he did get in the end.
Right.
Now that looks like a difficult shot to play. Because he had to change midway through, and it to still carry for 90 metre 6.
Well, yeah. I think he's probably got his eye in by that point. That's the difference between him and most other humans. I mean, it's just it comes down to just natural talent.
He's just that good,
and he's that good, and he's in.
Yeah. He's a bit like Paul Collingwood.
Who wants to? In what respect? His hair colour.
Stokes played proper cricket, though, didn't he, today?
Yeah, he plays proper cricket shots, and that's when he gets good scores.
And 102 off 109, not out score as well. He looked brilliant today. And I just think maybe he's got the ability to be England's greatest ever ODI player.
You're an idiot.
Who do you think is England's greatest ODI player at the moment?
Greatest ODI player at the moment.
Yeah, in history. Who is it? Who holds that at the moment?
I don't know. You can't put me on the spot like that. There's
Ian
a lot of
Botham?
England players.
I don't know what is
Ian Botham.
I don't know what his ODI performance was like. Kevin Peterson?
I don't know. I don't know.
Les Gothic?
No.
Paul Collingwood? Oh, Paul Collingwood.
Come on.
Ben Stokes.
No, he's not.
I think he has the potential to be.
Oh, I think Owen Morgan has the potential. I think Butler does as well. Butler has the potential.
No, but we got an all-rounder here, haven't we?
I reckon there's probably a lad in county cricket that's got the potential.
I think this podcast has literally consisted of me and you arguing over things that
that's what
one of us
they're
says.
meant to be.
I've lost the scorecard. Fuck off. Right, anything else you want to say about the shit show of performance in Australia? to get England for 35-3 and then to see England win 240 for 4 is...
I don't rate Australia's leg spinner. He didn't even look like he could turn it.
No, he looked like he should be in Lord of the Rings. Next to Legolas. And potentially on a beach somewhere with a surfboard in hand.
What's that?
He was like a cross between like California Stoning and...
Right.
Or Sydney Surfer and Legolas, wasn't he?
He's from Australia. And they filmed Lord of the Rings in New Zealand. It was right next to that.
Maybe he was in both of them.
Okay. But yeah, he didn't look any good to me.
No.
He was bowling short. Although
didn't.
leg spinners bowl short. But he also didn't look like he was putting any revolutions on the ball.
They haven't got a spinner, have they?
No.
Well, not in ODI form. They've got Lion, who I think's dog shit, but...
He does quite well.
He's taking wickets. He's playing for Worcester at the moment.
Yeah. Well, you want to go to the good counties, eh?
Stark, Hazelwood are they better than our front two? They're not. They're not better than somebody like
I would rather
Wood and Plunkett.
Not in ODI.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Think. No, they are certainly very talented bowlers, aren't they?
I would take them in Test match cricket over those.
Would you not take them at all? I know that they don't. Maybe they don't play as well, but do you feel like they? I just feel like they could be.
What if Stark was in the running?
Yeah,
if he was English, would I pick him in our team? Yes.
Yeah, but
because you just get rid of Ball and you put him in there.
Right. Okay, but then Wokes comes back. Because I think Stark is better than Hazelwood, isn't he? Though Hazelwood's a very good bowler.
Yeah.
Though getting him in the team's going to be really difficult because I don't think Plunkett's going to move over for him.
Yeah, don't know.
I touted Australia for success this year. And looking at their team, they're shit.
They're not.
I
thought
they had the best bowling lineup in all of the top 8 countries.
I think they're much better at Test cricket than they are.
Yeah, and I think their batting lineup, like I said, I think only Warner and Smith. You think Aaron Finch is decent? Maxwell probably could have his day, but Wade.
Head's good. He's proved himself to be good.
Who's this?
Head, Travis Head.
Yeah, Travis Head
ODI. He's proven himself.
Can definitely bat.
He's got good scores.
But then it's not like
it's all right.
But I'm saying it's
I
not. I
think England are spoiled with their batting lineup.
Well, yeah, if you look
crazy.
at it, if you look at that, you look at, or even if you look at past Australian batting lineups, there's always been more than 2 very good players on the side, isn't there? There's always been. They've always had superstars, and even if it's just superstars that run throughout the team, I think they've only got 2 or 3, with Stark being one of them, the captain and Warner.
What, in the whole team?
Yeah,
I don't
think not about these days.
I don't think they've got a superstar bowler.
A Stark? No,
I don't. He's not a superstar, is he?
You don't think he's?
He's not a same quality bowler as Steve Smith is a batsman. Is he?
No, but
so
is there anybody in world cricket that's the same quality?
James Anderson
in ODIs.
In ODIs, I don't know.
Jimmy Anderson's not that. He's not. His form isn't as good as it has been recently, and he's been injured a lot. But I
don't know about ODI
ODIs.
cricket. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm just thinking. Tahir.
I don't think anyone's been played for long enough to have that label, and if they have, I don't know them. Or I will probably know them, but I don't know of their record. He hasn't been playing that long.
But I'm saying let's just go on to, like, if we were to talk about current forms or like ODI rankings, like rankings.
To be that good, you have to be proven.
I'd say Rabada was just as good at the moment as a bowler than as Steve Smith as a batsman in the ODI rankings. You put them next to each other.
I don't think so.
I'm not talking about the overall career. I'm talking about in the last 12 months.
Right.
And Tahir most definitely.
So just going on numbers.
Performances, in the last 12 months, which is what they've done in the last.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to compare, but
yeah, it is.
I would have Steve Smith in my team over Rabada.
But I think Tahir, Rabada, Amir.
How many bowlers could you replace Rabada with in world cricket? Quite a lot.
Really?
How many batsmen could you replace Steve Smith with?
2 or 3.
Yeah. So.
Well, who is the best ODI bowler then?
I say I don't know.
You don't know.
It's that you need to look into that. That's really hard because I think there isn't anyone who's stand out way better than anyone else. Is there? There's not 2 or 3 bowlers. You go, well, there's no one even. They're easy getting your team that much better than everyone else.
Well, I'm just thinking.
There's probably 6 or 7 all at the same level.
Well, I think Rabada's probably the best pace bowler for South Africa.
Yes.
Amir's the best pace bowler for Pakistan.
Don't know about that.
No?
For out-and-out pace bowling?
Well, he's the best. Like, we're talking about pace bowlers. Bowlers who bowl with...
I don't
you think Riaz
in
is...
test matches?
No.
Yes. ODIs, I think... who's their fastest guy?
No.
Riaz, yeah. I'd rather have Riaz. But again, I don't know the stats and all this to back this up with.
Yeah, no.
So I would rather have Riaz, I think.
I think Stark's I think Stark is a superstar, going back to what we originally were saying.
So Stark's up there.
Stark. And then I think you've got...
Plunkett's probably at the same level. Wood, if he in this kind of form's at the same level.
Yeah. And then I was also thinking of Southey. No,
possibly.
Southey bowled really well early on against.
He did bowl well. Yeah, possibly.
And against England.
But this is the thing. There's loads of people that get into the bowling conversation.
I think there's only one from each team.
Well, Plunkett and Wood.
Well, I think Plunkett's had maybe Wood. It's difficult to say because Wood has been injured a lot. If
you're going on current form, bowled really, really well.
Yeah, well, of course, but with their current form's only lasted. It's only 4 games we've seen. Do you know what I mean?
How long do you want to go off?
Well, I was saying the last year, if you like.
Oh well, you can't pick Wood then. He's only bowled. He's played 4 games, 5 games.
I think there are superstars out there. I think you're a bit harsh on them.
No, I'm not saying. Well, I am.
You are. You're saying.
I don't think there's any superstars. because they need to be proven. And I don't think there's a bowler that... There's lots of bowlers that are all at the same level. There's not like a Steve Smith, Kane Williamson, Joe Root, Kohli standard bowler or set of bowlers.
So, will Australia feel hard done by this tournament?
Yes.
Do you think they have performed well enough to go through anyway? In the performances when they were playing, they were very difficult to beat New Zealand to chase 300 when they were 60 for 3. Could have been possible, yes. But this is...
But you just said that about England today.
No. I think England... touted Australia for success because I thought their bowling lineup was so good. But I think England's batting lineup is the best batting lineup in the world at the moment. I actually don't think Australia have played well they've smashed Bangladesh and they should have won that game. But they looked, Australia were at one point 160 for 3, and I remember seeing them 180 for 3 off 32 overs. Double that score, they should be getting 350. They got 277.
If you don't get to finish a single game and you get knocked out, you've got to feel hard done by.
But what I'm saying is...
Whatever position you were in,
right? Okay,
you're going to feel hard done by if you haven't been allowed to finish a game.
Of course, yeah. But I actually don't think Australia played particularly well in the games.
Do you think their batting or their bowling has let them down? Because you were saying you think their bowling, before the tournament, their bowling was the best bowling lineup.
Yeah. I generally think they've been let down in all.
Or just they've just underperformed completely. They bowled
pretty poor against New Zealand early on. They picked up 6 wickets for nothing the back innings and brought the game back. Oddball against Bangladesh, but unfortunately, when you put a team against Bangladesh, it's always kind of, even if Bangladesh are growing and getting better and better, but it's always kind of like, oh, it's only Bangladesh.
They're the dark horses.
They are.
I think, but seriously, I think that's part of the reason why. One team's either go, it's Bangladesh, we'll win this.
Yeah.
Or you go, it's Bangladesh, we cannot lose this.
But I don't think Australia... I was scared of Australia before this. I feared Australia before this.
I thought it was...
tournament.
They were one of the teams I thought they had to be one of the favourites.
I don't think they've shown themselves in a good light this series.
But they will feel hard done by.
Well,
they should do.
They're out of the tournament now, and Bangladesh sneaked through with a famous win against New Zealand. New Zealand.
Yeah, that was
another team similar to Australia, where you just feel like you've just not brought your A game. You've got the batsmen, you've got the bowlers.
I don't know.
And
I don't think Australia. I don't think New Zealand are of the same class as Australia.
No, but New Zealand are certainly better than what they showed. New Zealand shouldn't be losing to Bangladesh. They shouldn't.
I don't know.
New Zealand got battered by England.
If they played a 5-match ODI series, Bangladesh, New Zealand,
in English conditions,
who do you think would win?
New Zealand.
By what?
4-1?
Nah.
3-2?
It would be 3-2 either way. I think it'd be really close.
Okay, so England will either play Sri Lanka or Pakistan in the semi-final.
Which one do you want? Sri Lanka in it?
Oh, I don't know. This
Pakistan are in bad form.
I know we've gone on a lot of tangents this podcast.
Right.
I was having this thought last night about Sri Lanka. And it goes a little bit like this, right? I was thinking, which was more of a big scalp? Sri Lanka beating India or Bangladesh beating New Zealand? Which is the more impressive?
What do you think? I think that's quite obvious.
I think Sri Lanka beating India.
Definitely.
But Bangladesh...
New Zealand aren't a scalp.
But Bangladesh aren't...
Bangladesh celebrate beating anyone because they're still not a big team.
And they're known for not travelling. Okay, if they beat someone in their own back garden,
I don't think Sri Lanka are particularly good at travelling.
No, but I'm saying that Bangladesh certainly have never really won travelling. They've only started recently winning. They won. I think. They're winning.
But Sri Lanka beating India is definitely bigger.
Yeah,
because Sri Lanka are I don't research that much about names of players. I don't know loads. I can name one.
Angela Matthews.
Yeah, name another one.
Lasith Malinga.
Has he been playing?
Yeah. Fucking hell. What I was going to ask you was Bangladesh. I don't know if they've had any superstars playing for them. in the last 10, 15 years, we've seen quite a few superstars play for Sri Lanka.
Yes. Yeah, they've had a big handful.
Now, is Lasith Malinga now one of those superstars?
No,
Will he go down in history?
no, he didn't.
No?
No, you got to. I'm not having ODI legend as being a legend.
I've
of
got
cricket.
Sanath Jayasuriya, Jayawardene, Trenty Dilshan,
Yeah.
obviously Kumar Sangakkara,
Yeah.
Arnold, slightly, maybe a little bit before that, and Matai Murugathan.
Yeah.
Shaminda Vas.
Right.
And I'm just thinking...
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'm just thinking Lasith Malinga as well now. I think no?
But in the shorter format, modern cricket, yes. I mean, incredible. 2020 and ODI
I think
insane.
I think Sanath Jayasuriya goes into that as well, but obviously success.
But he never killed it. He probably did do well at Test match, but never really quite did it. I don't know if Sri Lanka. I don't know. He never did it for me.
Well, you'll probably end up getting loads of comments about that.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Well, let's wrap it up.
What do you think his Test match career was like?
Decent, legend. Get him down in the.
Really though.
Not as prolific as his one-day career, but I think that's maybe down to his mentality.
Yeah,
and
but nothing compared to like
Shaminda Vas.
or like Kumar's batting.
Well, let's do it bowler to bowler. Shaminda Vas's Test career was
or Muralithian.
Let's do
possibly the best.
Seam bowler to bowler. I think Shaminda Vas completely.
Let's do it side swingy, low arm bowler. He's the best.
I think Shaminda Vas is completely outplays him in both formats, but Lasith Malinga.
Oh no, I'm not arguing. He's very good.
Yeah,
and he probably will go down as like a bit of a legend just because of the very bizarre bowling action. And he has done really, really well in the shorter format.
Anyway, enough about international cricket. We need to catch up with your village cricket.
Right, go on.
Let me know your diaries. We are in. We need your fourth game, please. I think that's 2 weeks ago. We know. Have you got a game tomorrow?
Yeah.
So we'll be a further 2 weeks behind after tomorrow. But go on then, give us what. How did you play? You
need to do a jingle first,
right?
And whilst you're doing that, I'll find out who I played 2 weeks ago.
So this is Owen's Cricket Village Diaries. Previously you've hit a 3, a 4, and a 30 odd. You're averaging, I think, 22 last time we checked this. And looking for your fourth game now. You played your rivals last week.
Yeah. We had a game against Clent. Right, so no one's going to know where they are.
Is that Wales?
No, we don't go that far. But
is this home or away?
Home.
Right. Now,
talk an away game yet.
Talk me through the toss.
So I'm really struggling to remember this game, so bear with me. I think... Oh, yeah. Clent, they turned up.
Yeah.
And our captain went out with them. And we're, for a village team, really strong batting.
Yeah.
He goes, we're really, really weak on the batting today.
Yeah.
So he won the toss. He goes, we're really weak on batting today, so we're going to have a bat. So is that what you do when you're really weak on batting?
Sorry, was this your captain or the other?
No, the opposition captain. If you're really weak on batting,
yeah,
you want it to be a game.
Yeah,
you don't bat first, do you?
Well, I suppose if
it's just going to be over straight away.
Get all out for 120 rather than 250.
You're just going to get totally slaughtered.
Yeah, right. Go on then.
Oh, I do remember this game.
So you're bowling first.
We're bowling first.
Are you bowling? Is the ball thrown to you?
Yeah, I think I bowled 4 overs for.
You pick up any wickets?
I didn't pick up a wicket. Oh no, I bowled 6 overs. Didn't pick up a wicket for 8 runs or something. I think
6 for 8. Are you bowling pace as well?
Yeah.
Do you ever bowl your off spin?
Yeah, sometimes. Bit of leg spin as well. Mix it in.
Yeah. Go on then. So go on then. Can you remember what they got?
Yeah.
Around what they got out for?
They got out for 89, I think.
Oh, good lord, 89.
Yeah, how's this? So they got out for 89, having batted for 38 overs.
Right, yeah.
They were just trying to survive, basically.
Yeah.
And we knocked it off in 11 overs.
Did you get a bat?
I didn't get a bat.
Oh.
3 people got to bat. One opener got 70-something off basically no deliveries at all. Just
you're still averaging 22.
Yeah.
Though your economy and your strike rate's going to be pretty good in your bowling.
Yeah, my bowling's going all right.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll open tomorrow. I'll have another go opening.
So we've got, after tomorrow, we're 2 games behind. You can obviously remember last week's, can't you?
Yeah.
So we'll look forward to hearing that beginning of next week, because we'll be doing the semi-finals. If you've enjoyed this episode, then make sure you give us a like. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Throw us down a comment. We'll soon go through those comments that we have been getting. And we'll look forward to hearing from you guys.
What's your prediction now
for
for winner?
semi-finals.
You have to change it because your team's out.
Oh, England.
Oh, can't know. Not allowed because
okay.
I've got England.
South Africa.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, they're not even qualified yet. I can't actually. South Africa will beat India, and Sri Lanka will beat Pakistan.
Right.
England will beat Sri Lanka.
Right.
South Africa will beat Bangladesh.
And then
South Africa will beat England.
Right.
I don't think that, but
okay. Yeah, that's
England
what you've
will
got
beat
to
South
go
Africa,
with.
yeah. Anyway, we shall see you next week.
Cheers, guys. Thanks. It means a lot.
No, you
Sorry, go on. No, that was my ending. Then you can't stop it.
Oh, you don't need to change any of your.
No,
you're still in there.
of course I don't.
See you later.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.